Hey guys, Serena Starlight Witch here. So, this is just a reminder that you don't need anything to cast a spell. You need nothing. You don't need any material things. You don't need an altar. You don't need paper. You don't need herbs. You don't need candles. You don't need tools. You are the altar. You are the temple. You are the spell. That is why taking care of your body is the number one most important thing in witchcraft. Staying grounded, staying centered, staying hydrated, eating a well diet, getting enough rest and sleep. You are ultimately the altar, the spell, the tool. Nothing is more powerful than you. No herb, no tool, no nothing. Your body is the most powerful tool, is the most powerful ingredient. So it's very important that you take care of your body and take care of your mind. So the reason why I'm saying this is because, if you're a beginner, you don't need to go out and buy anything. And honestly, as a practitioner, the ultimate goal is to become so powerful, so experienced that the saying that people say is if you were thrown out onto an island, like if you went on a cruise and, it wrecked and you ended up stranded on an island by yourself, you should be able to still cast a spell. So, like, you lose all your tools or you don't have access to your tools, your ingredients, your altar, nothing except for what's on the island, which may be little or nothing. And you want to still be able to cast a spell. If you could cast a effective, powerful spell with only using your body and your mind, you are a powerful, experienced, advanced practitioner. So that's the goal. The goal is to get to the point where you don't need ingredients. I don't need ingredients anymore. I just still like to use physical things. I still like to practice basically physical witchcraft. I still like to use ingredients and tools, and I like to work with my plant spirits. I like to use those things, but I don't need them. I can cast a spell without them. In fact, I practice mind magic all the time. I cast spells all the time, just with my body, my mind, and energy manipulation alone. You want to get to the point where you're very effective at energy manipulation. It's all about energy manipulation. That is something you could do just with your body, your mind, your third eye, your intention. So this is a reminder that you don't need anything but yourself. The goal is to get so powerful where you don't need anything but yourself. God forbid, what if something happens and you end up in a car accident and you lose both your hands? You want to be able to, no matter what, you can still cast a spell no matter what situation you're in. And that's how to become a powerful, effective, or efficient, advanced practitioner. That's when you are advanced. Okay, you're up there. Okay, you've gotten up there when you could cast with only using your mind alone and your body. So my point is that you don't need tools. Okay, the tools don't make it work. The ingredients don't make it work. All these things don't matter at the end of the day. You are the tool, you are the temple, you are the witch, you are the spell. So how do you cast a spell? Well, you visualize. You have to learn how to multitask. Like, you have to visualize it, see it happening in your mind's eye. So money spell, for example, you want to see yourself counting out $100 bills. Now, don't just see it. You want to feel it. Feel the money. Smell the money. Hear things going on around you. Sorry, this filter is a bit weird. Anyways, so, like, pretend you're at your kitchen table as if it's truly happening. Tap into it as if you're in the future. See yourself counting out the money. Smell the money. Hear it. Feel the table. You want to, like, literally, like, you're truly freaking there. Like, it is literally, like, you're not just, pretending. Like, you're not just visualizing. It is happening. So that's visualizing it. And you want to think, $100 bill, $100 bill, $100 bill. I have 100, 200. So, like, think to yourself, I have money. Money comes to me. I am wealthy. I am rich. $100, $100, $100. So you're thinking, you're visualizing. Focus really hard. I'm rich. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. Think it, feel it, see it. And you want to do that at least 30 minutes to an hour. And then, you want to keep doing it until you can't hold it anymore. You will feel the energy boiling and kind of rising inside of you. And it kind of turns into like an energy bubble. And then when that energy bubble can't get any more, like the energy has gotten to its fullest, you want to kind of push it out into the universe. See and feel yourself push it out into the universe. And you'll feel a pop. This sounds crazy, but you'll feel a pop. You're supposed to feel a pop when you push out into the universe. That's literally a spell. It's, focusing, visualizing, speaking. I like to speak it too. So I'm literally focusing and chanting out loud, and I'm seeing it. I am wealthy. Money comes to me. Whatever. You could do this for any kind of freaking spell, literally. Money, love, protection, whatever. And you do it, and you build up that energy inside of you, and it turns into like a little ball. And like I said, you shoot it up into the... Okay, so yeah, you shoot up into the universe, and it'll like make a pop. That's how you release it. So you have to gather it. You have to, do a mixture of thinking, feeling, seeing, hearing, tasting, focusing, and it, turns into like a mixture, kind of like making a cake. And it, you mix it, you keep doing it until you raise so much energy that the bubble can't contain it anymore. And then you release it into the universe, and you let it pop, and then it will manifest physically. So that's basically how you do energy manipulation. That's basically how you do the energy work. So when you're doing it with physical stuff, you're just doing that, but with also the help of spirits, like the spirit of wax, the spirit of herb, the spirit of rosemary, the spirit of fire. So you're using the help of, you're not only just doing the magic yourself, but the ingredients are helping you. That's essentially what it is. You're asking for their help. You're asking for rosemary's help, hyssop's help, rosebuds help. So the wax is helping you, the fire is helping you, the herbs are helping you, yada yada yada. The altar is helping you, whatever. This is getting to be a lot to explain. But my point is, you don't need ingredients. That is absolutely positively not necessary. Ingredients are like training wheels. you can use it until you no longer need it, and you know how to sit down and cast a spell just with your own help, with your own self. I mean, it's not necessary, but I like using it because I like working with the plant spirits. I like candles. It helps me feel more witchy. I like these things, but I know I don't need it. Like I said, I cast so many spells before I go to bed. It's ridiculous, just with just laying in meditation and doing the energy manipulation. But yeah, remember, you don't need these things. You don't need a candle. You don't need the herbs. They just help. They help add extra energy, extra intention, extra power, but not really, honestly, because you are the ultimate power. They just sort of kind of help, and adds some witchiness to it all. So yeah, that's how you know when you're advanced, when you can cast spells just with you alone and you see results. So yeah, like I said, you can go out and spend $1 million on ingredients, but if you don't know how to do the manipulation of the energy, then it's not going to work. It's not going to do you any. Anyway, if you don't know energy manipulation, your ingredients, your supplies ain't going to do jack shit for you. And like same thing if you're casting on a target, like a love spell or even a hex. You got to know how to effectively not only raise that energy with your intention. You got to know how to push it off and place it on the target. A lot of people don't talk about this. They think full names and date of births and photos are enough. No, honey. You got to actually place the spell on the target. There's a way I do this, but I don't know if I want to give my secret away, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. There's a very effective way that I do this. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna give it away right now. Maybe in the future, we'll see. But you want to place it. You want to place the spell on the target somehow. So I don't know. For example, when you're doing a love spell, you can visualize the love spell turning into the shape of a heart, and push that heart off when it reaches its highest point, and push it off, and see it go to the target and being placed on the target. So see the heart on the target. Or I like to do arrows. Sometimes you can see the spell shoot off an arrow and go through time and space and the universe, and hear it and see it and feel it shoot into the chest of the target. So yeah, there's different ways to do it, but you have to actually make sure the spell gets placed on the target. Even when you do all the other stuff, if you don't know how to make the spell be put on the targets, none of it's going to work. You can do the energy work, you can use the supplies, but you've got to actually put it on them. You got to actually make sure that the energy is put onto them. Yeah, I never heard a single witch talk about this before. Never, ever. I don't know if it's because they don't want to give away that secret, or if they don't even know that part. So most people don't know this part, honestly. But that's why a lot of people's magic don't even work, because most people are not doing everything correctly. They skip a lot of the energy steps that are required and necessary. So anyway, guys, that's all for now. Subscribe for more. Follow for more. Bye.